you.
What?
Sweet. That's about a quarter of them.
Why are you eating so many calories at the moment? Why do you feel you need all of these?
Oh, I don't know if this is enough.
What, are these quick snacks or?
Because I'm on a bulk.
Okay, welcome back to another episode with Review Bros. Thank you for coming back to watch another pre-workout review we've got going in the form of bulk by Blackmarket Labs. Thank you to them for getting us this sent out. They've already sent us the stim, which we've reviewed. So if you've not seen that, stim has been done. Bulk is next. Just want to shout out to NoFate247, who we're collaborating with today.
Okay, so moving on to taste. This comes in 3 flavours. Watermelon, fruit punch, and the one we've got here, the classic, which is blue raz. You do see that flavour in a lot of pre-workouts, don't you?
You do, yeah.
It's quite a safe
blue raspberry one, yeah. So
that's what it looks like.
We've used this a good few times now already, yeah. So we've got a bit more experience with it, a bit more in-depth knowledge of the effects and how it felt on us. So stay tuned for that segment. Yeah, so we're just going to scoop it up. We're going to go hit legs, so it is a big day for it to survive.
Yeah.
It's 1 scoop maximum, I believe.
Yeah. It's quite a substantial powder as well, quite thick.
Yeah,
obviously
it's
being
really,
bulk.
really blue. Blue as you can say, blue, yeah. Obviously.
Blended Smurfs.
So yeah, 1 scoop. 1 scoop being maximum. So we're gonna give this a go.
Give it a stir. Ooh. Yeah, so it's quite thick because obviously the objective behind this one is to bulk you up, basically. Because a lot of pre-workouts are known to be fat burning.
Thermogenic.
Yeah. So
yeah,
this one will survive that.
Not bad at all. It's got a bit of a funny aftertaste, I must say. Like chemical. I don't know if you guys will know of it, but it tastes just like the blue raz in Junk Dog pre-workout. It tastes very similar to that. But yeah, it does have a little bit of a chemical aftertaste. But still, it's not one of those blue raspberries that are super sour that have you going, ooh. No.
It's quite a nice sweet spot in terms of sourness. I'd go 3.25 to 3.5.
I was going to say 3.5.
Yeah.
Just because
it's definitely doable.
I think the first taste is nice, and then you get an aftertaste which is a bit. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like sweet. Like a sweet chemical. Like
rubbery in a way. It's
yeah,
weird, isn't it?
It is a strange aftertaste, and that's probably bringing it down to 3.5.
It would normally be a 4, I reckon, without that.
The mixability looks perfect.
Yeah, no bits. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it comes in a nice bluey colour. But yeah, 3 out of 5.
3.5 out of 5.
3.5 out of 5.
We'll get there. We will get there, guys. Okay, guys. So moving into the price segment of the video. We will acknowledge that the Blackmarket Subs website is expensive compared to some places you can get this pre-workout. But as always, we're going to roll with the website price of the manufacturer. I think that's only fair. If you can get it cheaper elsewhere, then obviously that's going to bring up the cost and the score of the price. But we do know that it is $55 US dollars to buy this pre-workout, and the same cost for all of their pre-workouts. Their cuts, fit, tone, stim, they're all $55 or $54.99 to be precise, which translates as into British sterling as £41.65, which is £1.38 a go per serving, which is quite expensive. We've seen it, we must just quickly say that we've seen it go as low on price on say for example eBay for like $36, which translates as £27, yeah, which is like 90 pence a go, 91p a go.
That's what we would pay for it personally.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay the $55. No. I'm just going to quickly double check my score chart, but we're going to go with the 138 or the $55
off the official website, like we always do.
Would put it as a 3 out of 5, so it's not like unbelievable.
It's above average.
Yeah, it's above average, just It only just falls into that 3 out of 5 category. Obviously, again, if you was to go for the eBay or find it elsewhere for like $36 or £27,
that'll bring it a lot higher.
It'll bring it a lot higher. It'll be more like a 4 out of 5
minimum.
So you know, there are your options, guys. As always, we always say shop around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the price segment done. 3 out of 5.
All right. So we're just going to move into the effects section. Ingredients of the product first.
Yeah.
So it's a proprietary blend, so they've just thrown in all the ingredients. We don't know the exact dosages, unfortunately.
Which is a weakness and big weakness. We prefer transparent companies that list exact amounts. So yeah, again, like Craig said, we're just going to be reviewing ingredients based on the maximum total. We can't tell you how much is in there, whether it's clinical dosed or not. Or
underdosed or overdosed. Okay, so 1 scoop is the max serve. Serving size is made up of 11 grams. This proprietary blend that we're going to go through is actually just over 9 grams of that. The other couple of grams, we'll go through what makes them up later. So first up we have beta-alanine, the carnosine one.
So that's your patented version of beta-alanine, straight up there, the best type you're going to get on the market. That's going to give you the tingling feeling, also endurance. It'll help with endurance because of lactic acid buffering, but we also find that, you know, those tingles, that itching sensation is just psychologically boosting. You know when that pre-workout's kicking in. So, well, how much is in there?
We don't have a clue.
We don't know. So
no.
We felt it, but yeah, so we'll move on in the effects section.
Yeah. I mean, it might be one of those ones where on their website it might break it down a bit more.
It might.
Who knows? Next up is creatine monohydrate.
So that's the most common form of creatine you're going to find on the market. It's also the cheapest one, but it's the one that's been studied most to show its effects, and its effects are positive. And the reason it'll be in a bulking product such as this one is because it drives all the nutrients in with the water into the muscle cell, gives you those extreme pumps, and it's been shown to improve strength as well, especially in short bursts, so it might get you that extra rep or two. Yeah.
Sweet, so that's a good ingredient to have in there. Next up, D-aspartic acid.
So we've done the research on that. We don't often see this one in here, but this is a hormone booster. You'll see it in a lot of testosterone boosters, tablets, etc, etc. The reason being is it helps boost those natural hormones, testosterone being one, growth hormone being another. How much it does is controversial, but it's you know, you can't go wrong with taking it as far as I'm concerned.
Doesn't hurt to be in there, does it?
No.
Next up is betaine anhydrous.
So that's going to improve just general athletic performance, really, your breathing rate, cardiovascular endurance. It's just going to get you in the zone as well. It's been shown to have some mental boost as well to it.
Sweet. Agmatine sulfate.
Agmatine sulfate, you remember this bad boy?
That's the pump element one, isn't it?
It's kind of along the lines of creatine again, forcing nutrients and water into muscle cells. Again, we can't tell you how much is in there, unfortunately.
Next up, the only thing we do know how much is in there, and that's caffeine anhydrous 300 mg.
So your basic stimulant in there, the caffeine, that's going to get you going. That's the main ingredient in pre-workouts these days, unless they're stimulant free, of course. That's the energy side of things. Yes, okay, it does make you lose weight from fat. So I'd argue that it does still have to be in there as an energy source. Yeah. Even though it is a bulk.
Yeah, exactly. And 300 mg is quite a nice dose.
Yeah, perfect, really. 300 to 350 is perfect for us, really.
It gets the job done.
Yeah.
Munica L-Dopa.
So Munica L-Dopa is also Munica Purians. You might have seen that in other pre-workouts. It's also known as Velvet Bean. It grows on trees. It gives you mental clarity, cognition, coordination, you know, all those sort of mental enhancements, really. It's one of the only ones that's going to get you in the zone and give you that tunnel focus, that ingredient in this one, actually, really.
Okay.
That's nice.
And then weirdly, bitter orange extract, which it's got in brackets next to it. European fruit, citrus autorium, and Adventure Z, or Z for you American guys, which is a patented ingredient.
So yeah, we are struggling to work out why it's in there. We'll explain what it is first. It's a fat burner. You may well know it as sifronine. Adventure Z is just basically bitter orange, but patented version. I'm not too sure what they exactly do with it, but I'm guessing they've advanced it somehow or way. Boosts blood pressure, so it is banned in actually a lot of places. Just be warned. I mean, it's, you know, it's going to be harmless in small doses, I imagine. Like we say though, it's a fat burning sort of product. So why it's in bulk, we're not too sure, because obviously bulk, it should have more things that are put towards putting weight on. Yeah. Okay, you can argue we don't want to put fat on, because fat is something that a lot of bodybuilders and sort of physique guys want to get away from. But in a bulk is when you're putting on the weight, you need those excess calories to put on the weight. So therefore, why do you want something that raises blood pressure and uses more calories up efficiently? It has also been shown to, similar to the other one, boost athletic performance. Through the heart beating faster. It'll just get the lungs working, the oxygen moving around quicker, you know, all those sort of things that you're gonna want through training. But yeah, it's gonna burn fat, burn calories effectively. Yeah. Which, if you know the answer to that, then drop us a comment below. Definitely. You know, maybe they're just looking for those ingredients that just get you the buzz as well. Because at the end of the day, you want that from pre-workout. Yeah, it's going to be hard to stimulate you without some fat burning properties. Yeah, very. But most of it makes sense. It's just that one we're not quite sure on. The last up, a bit of ingredients which makes up the remaining 2 grams of the 11 total grams, is citric acid, chicory inulin, malic acid, tartaric acid, natural and artificial flavours, that gives you that blue colour, very blue, sucralose, sweetener basically, silicon dioxide, the consistency factor in this pre-workout, calcium silicate, potassium trisodium citrate, and some blue cut flavourings, blue food colouring as well. So it's going to give you those mixability, consistency, sweeteners and colouring basically. Just to bring it all together really. Nothing that's in use specifically for bodybuilding, but it just makes this taste better, look better, mix better. So yeah, that wraps up the ingredients section. It's not a bad little bunch. Yeah, so stay tuned guys. Yeah. Hello guys. We just got back from an awesome heavy ass leg day with bulk. Yeah. Say that. Which is perfectly suited for it, because this is angling a lot towards strength and power, which we did do. Judging by its ingredients profile anyway, which we've just gone through. Hit some PBs today, you know, all good in the hood. Legs are going to definitely hurt a hell of a lot tomorrow. I hope so. Now it's the bit you've been waiting for really, the bit about the older effects and how we truly felt it. Did that label come together? So if we break it down into focus, energy / endurance and pump. So what should we start with? Energy and endurance. Yeah, first. So what we'll start off with, we necked it down within the sort of first 5 to 15 minutes. We felt a bit warm. Did you agree? Yeah, I was scratching a bit of the beta alanine. Yeah, the beta alanine did definitely work. 3.2 grams clinical dose, perfect, you know, carnosine as well. Definitely did feel that work. So if you're a beating that alanine fan, this does the job. Yeah. We've had ones that do more, don't get us wrong, but this is well on its way to being good. Yeah. You know, heart rate wasn't through the roof. It wasn't one of those heavy stim ones, as you can probably tell. Yeah. Nice consistent energy levels. We didn't crash. Yeah, just nothing more to say on that really. It's not one that's going to give you jitters, it's not going to blow your socks off, it's not like their other products stim. It's a nice consistent healthy bulked endurance levels the whole way through. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. I'd say it was a daily driver. Yeah, something you could get away with taking every day, and it's not going to be too damaging on the system, you might say. Like, I don't know how good DMHA and DMAA and all the rest of the exotic stims out there are going to be long term. Yeah. So this is one that I would take daily. What would I compare it to? I would say it was you know, a C4 basically, but a bit better than C4.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a lot better, but enough to you know, make it better than C4. For who, you know, those of you who like C4 out there, then apologies, but I would argue that the energy, focus and pumps were all good.
Yeah, I would say the endurance and energy is its best point in terms of its power and, you know, explosiveness, all that sort of stuff for strength training. Focus was average. I didn't feel zoned out. I didn't feel tunnel vision. I didn't feel like boom. But yeah, not lacking in focus. But that might have just been our own general focus because we're up for it today.
Exactly.
Pump. I wouldn't
there's
not really any
good.
pump ingredients
There's
in
no
it.
citrulline, malate or L-citrulline, is there?
No, all you've got for pump really is the
creatine and
sulfate,
the agmatine sulfate.
And yeah, creatine for the water load.
So pumps weren't, if you're looking for a pump product, this isn't going to be the one.
No.
This is just one that gives you a nice top up of energy. You know, I wouldn't recommend it after a long day at work. Well, I kind of would and I wouldn't. If you need that boost after work, I wouldn't. If you want to go to sleep late at night
but
for the
still
next
get
day,
something in your system,
then that'll be okay.
Yeah.
So you've got to make a decision really what you're wanting from your pre-workout. And I think that pretty much does wrap it up.
So who
a nice
is it for
energy.
then, basically?
This is for a beginner. I'm going to be honest, a beginner to an intermediate user. Someone who does care about putting on weight, even though, you know, we've argued that perhaps there are more ingredients that could go in there that would help with putting on the weight. Cypronine, obviously, the bitter orange, reversing that effect to a degree. I would say it was for someone who wanted just a general healthy pre-workout. They've not used much in the past. You know, they've used basic products, C4, MyPre, you know, the basic cheaper ones. And I would say that you'd have to find it cheaper.
Yeah, 100%. I would say it's more angled for people who are more into their powerlifting, strength training.
Yeah,
not bodybuilders really, who want to get a good pump, and or people who want a lot of stim. So it's
if you're
quite
a stim
niche
junkie, it's going to be a no-no.
Yeah, it's quite a niche market that people who will like this, but it does have a place, and that is for newbies and people who are interested in strength training.
I've got a score out of 5 in my head, and I'm sure you do too.
Yeah.
What's your score?
I'm going to go 3.25 in that window somewhere. Are you going to go under that, aren't you?
3.
3.
3, yeah. For me, it didn't give enough focus or pump, and I mean the energy. Even then, the energy you could argue wasn't brilliant.
Yeah, it depends what your goals are in the gym, really. But for us, being bodybuilders who do like the occasional powerlifting style session, this isn't going to be one that we would go for off the shelves. We'd prefer something angled more for stim and more for pumps. So it's not for us.
And if you're looking for something more like that, then obviously do try the Blackmarket Stim, which we have reviewed. I know we've said it. Go find it on our channel. That's more the one that Stim junkies would want. And that's why maybe bulk's been designed, because it's something that those people don't want.
Yeah.
So
I'm happy to agree on a 3, because it's obviously it's losing out score on the pump and on the focus, should I say, and the energy and strength is its strength.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 out of 5.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, guys, this is that time final verdict where we put our scores together and just give it a very, very quick summary. So we'll start off with a taste. We've had better blue raspberries. We've had worse. Nice first taste. Bit of a strange aftertaste that we can't really put our finger on it. It's like rubbery, chemically. It's not bad, don't get us wrong. You definitely can get through this pre-workout. It's not something that you cannot drink. It's definitely doable.
And it mixed okay as well.
Perhaps try one of their other flavours. We have blue raspberry. And we gave that a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah. And price comes on a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, you're right. So that's based on the $55 US or the 41.64 to be precise. So we do know, and we really would recommend you getting that cheaper elsewhere.
Yeah.
But to keep things fair and consistent, we go off the manufacturer's website, Blackmarket Labs, which works out at a 3 out of 5 on price. So bear it in mind.
Yeah, and effects, as you know, we just went through it. We landed on a 3. So overall, it's quite a consistent across the scoreboard, hitting 3s and above.
Yeah,
that's a total of
9.5 out of 15. Can't say much more than that really, other than try and find it elsewhere. If you're not a stim junkie, you want a nice healthy pre-workout that potentially will make you stronger and put on weight, this might be more one for you. And that maybe if you're more of a beginner level, you've only taken a couple of pre-workouts in the past, maybe this is again one for you if you can find it cheaper than $55 US. I think that sums it up, doesn't it, really? Yeah,
definitely. We covered all aspects of bulk. So let us know what you think in the comments section. Please do like if you enjoyed the video. If you're going to dislike it, let us know why you dislike it and we'll tell you you're wrong. Only joking, we do take criticism, we're trying to get better.
And we'll try and get the other reviews out on tone, fit and cuts. We've done stim as we said. As always,
stay
stimmed
or bulked.
Either one.
Both.
Both are good.